So here's my problem, right?
Yeah.
You do off script. Like, you do your own interviewing yourself.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think you did the best comedians in cars getting coffee.
Man.
Like, the best.
What are y'all talking about? Let Jerry know.
Okay.
Put me on the front of the thing on Netflix. They got Eddie up there. Let them know I was ready.
You were ready. It was great.
Yeah. I love Eddie. I'm just kidding.
Of course. Before we go back to your older movies, I just want to ask you, do you rewatch any of your old films at all? Like if they're on TV or anything?
I've watched Jarhead for a specific reason, for a speech.
I love that tone. Sounds good to me. My morale is lifted.
Sometimes when Ray is on, you just sort of get, you get caught up. Get caught up with myself.
Won't you blow your time?
And I watch Baby Driver because I watch for certain things that I want to sort of recreate.
In this business, the moment you catch feelings is the moment you catch a bullet.
I think the character in Baby Driver, Batch, was very interesting.
Maybe you disappear into a world consisting of three things: money, sex, drugs, and action.
I like that DNA.
Oh shit, that's full.
I absolutely love the jacket in that.
Yeah, it was great. That was him too.
Tell me you took it home.
I don't know, I think somebody got that. But man, that jacket is dope.
The whole character, man.
Word up.
Beeman, know your sight adjustments. Understand?
Let's rewind all the way back to Any Given Sunday.
Sanderson and Foxx will break off their routes, but you gotta be there. You gotta deliver it.
I can't believe that was one of your first films and you're face to face with Al Pacino.
2 goddamn turnovers in 1 half.
And he's swearing at you, giving him full hairdryer.
You fight with your fingernails.
On this team, we fight for that edge.
I just think of how many people listen to that speech before a big event.
Yep, it's true.
Again
and I was there talking to Scarfather. Because when I first met him, now that was ominous. Because I met him at some hotel and it had dim light. I was like, wow, he got gangster light. And I was like so nervous. And he says, you like cranberry juice? I said, what? Man, Scarface can't drink cranberry juice. You should be drinking like gasoline or something.
He needs vitamin C, okay? Don't judge him.
Okay.
That's okay.
She give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a kind of friend indeed.
Let's jump to Ray as well, because 1 Oscar later, no big deal. But let's not forget, you got 2 nominations in that same year.
Yeah.
That must have felt pretty good.
It felt great, and I was almost like a baby in that sense. I didn't really understand what was going on because me and my homies was like, yo, we got nominations. We was going crazy. Like at one point we were having too much fun, and I got a call from Oprah Winfrey. Jamie Foxx! Jamie, you're blowing it. Jamie Foxx. So she took me to Quincy Jones's house.
It's just like my place. So what's your name?
Ray Robinson.
I'm Quincy Jones.
And Quincy was like, hey, man, you did a great job with that Ray Charles, man. People are really excited about it, man. But listen, you got to straighten up and fly right. We don't want you to blow this. And then they said, the person that you're seeing tonight is right over there. And it was Sidney Poitier.
Wow.
And I walk up to Sidney Poitier and he says, I saw you one time. You were at a party. Do you remember that? I said, what should I do? He says, I give you one thing. I give you responsibility. So he says, be responsible for the art that you put out. And, I've tried to maintain it. Some of the projects that I've done, not too responsible.
So where's the Oscar right now?
The Oscar now is at my house. I used to didn't keep it at the house because the Oscar has a power to it and you don't want it.
Yeah,
because
it's looming over you.
I always do a joke. It's like it makes you speak in an English accent. As soon as they gave me that, I was like, well, when I started, I was in the jungles of Africa when I was, take this.
You might make it through the night. Come out $700 a head.
I'm not trying to piss you off or nothing like that, but I can't do this. I can't drive you around while you go around killing people, man. It ain't my job.
Tonight it is.
Let's jump to Collateral. I watch it maybe every 3 years or so. Yeah. It is so good.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you must be so proud of it.
Listen, that movie to me allowed me to grow as an actor. The swing of seeing his character go from this sort of docile, unsure guy
I'm not playing.
to a guy who's empowered. actors and actresses will give their left arm to have that experience.
What did you say?
I said, I think you should tell the guy behind me to put his gun away before I take it and beat his bitch ass to death with it.
Let me tell you something. When I take off my glasses, because I'm trying to be intimidating or really connect with someone, I'm thinking of you in front of Javier Bardem. I'm going,
oh, yes. Give it to him. Give him the stick. I do it to the camera, though.
sorry. So I'm getting notes here, okay?
And action. There you go. Yeah, you ain't playing around.
You lean in. Oh, I love it. I love that scene.
I'm so sorry.
Dreamgirls, do you know whatever happened to Beyonce?
Who are you?
Like, what happened to her?
What happened?
Dina Jones, one of the Dreammates.
You were supposed to go on second.
I mean, how great was that to be on that set?
Eddie Murphy, Beyonce. I mean, what a set.
Look at me, mister, I'm a star.
Beyonce, Jennifer Hudson, and I am telling you. I mean,
And I am telling you, I'm not going, even though the rock
I mean, to be that close to her, it was like, what's that commercial when a guy's sitting in the chair and it's just blowing? I mean, my clothes was like, I was like, she killed that.
Your voice
I was a mean person.
Yep.
has no personality, no depth.
And you know, black people, when they watch the film, they really like, oh, I can't stand you. You know, they really thought I was that dude. Oh, I can't stand you how you did Jennifer Hudson like that. I was like, you know, it's a movie.
It's acting.
Yeah, they don't, We're not with our culture. They really believe.
His name is Kane.
Can you ever forgive Quentin Tarantino for putting you in that blue suit?
I actually asked for that.
No.
Yeah.
What?
You have to understand this. Slavery, the clothing was all matte, all no colors. So I said, from Africa, everything is colors. Reds, the blues, the greens, everything is, I said, so he has to make a statement that he's free. And you see any brother, when we get a car, we got to put the rims on that thing. I don't mean the stereotype, but that's what I do. Or you got to put the doom in it. You know what the doom is?
Bass?
Doom, 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 doom. Now it's a car. So I said he needs to have that piece of clothing that he thinks is so dope. Because he got to show out, man. Could you I never want to play with the idea of slavery, but if you thought about it like, yo, I'm free. First of all, how attractive is that?
What you do for your master?
Didn't you hear him tell you ain't no slave?
But you love the perception of the black woman who says, you mean you meant to wear that?
So you really free?
Yes, I was free.
You mean you want to dress like that?
That is forever. Every black woman gonna tell you, please, that blue is not the blue for you.
You don't know what you into down here, do you? You think all them fancy words gonna get you somewhere around here in Alabama?
Okay, let's jump to Just Mercy. There is a bit in this movie that I nearly jumped out of my seat. Yeah. It's when you are speaking to Michael B. Jordan's character for the first time and you slam your hand on the table.
Mr. McMillan, I can see how that could be hard.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
There is such power in that character.
Yeah.
How much research did you end up doing? Like,
well, we're talking to Brian Stevenson about Walter McMillan, who's wrongly accused of a crime. They said that he killed a white girl in a city that he had never been in, never met the girl. And next thing you know, he's on death row without a trial.
You rich boy from Harvard, you don't know what it is down here when you're guilty from the moment you're born.
And so I asked Brian, what was he like? And Brian said he was still hopeful.
You ain't quitting, is you?
And the worst thing you can give a person on death row is hope.
No, sir.
He was giving up.
Yep.
And so when Brian came in, who's played wonderfully by Michael B. Jordan, the naivete of Brian infuriated him. Like, why would they send you?
God. Mr. McMillan. We done here. Mr. McMillan, please.
There's an incredibly moving moment with the metal cups on the bars.
Yeah.
Have you been watching audiences reacting to this film?
People watch this film, and I've stuck into theaters and watched it. It's like they're watching a football game. It's like they're watching a soccer match. They're watching something where we want this person to win. People are cheering. They're applauding and standing ovations at the end of the movie. And that's when you know you got it right. You know, you're going to hear all the critics and people are going to say this and they're going to talk about awards and this and whatnot. I said, hey, at the end of the day, it's the people. You get past all that and then you see people with the popcorn watching. I tell Mike all the time, I said, man, it's the people always matter.
Yeah.
When people see the movie, man, when you saying them words and you Michael B. Jordan, because that's the other thing too, the boy look good.
Yeah.
Now that's, have a boy come in like that to save you. I mean, the boy look good now.
I'm glad you got the courage to say it.
Yeah, the boy look good.
Not a lot of people.
Yeah, it's sickening.
I'll wrap it up with this. What is the most memorable director or producer's note you've ever been given across your career where you go, I'm not going to forget that?
I think it was Quentin Tarantino. Because we were trying to do Django, and he says, you have to be the slave before you're the hero. Mm-hmm. And I was reading my lines really sort of cool. And he pulls me in the room, and he goes off. He says, you have to be a slave before you're the hero. You come in here with your Louis bag and your Range Rover. Stop it. And then he leaves the room. And you know how a door sounds when it opens? That he walked out. And so I took that to heart because I think Quentin Tarantino is the best director out there because he takes regular actors and turns them into stars, and he turns stars into legends.
There you go.
There we have it.
There's that English voice again. Jamie, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.